Should be able to see this all now. Okay, somebody want to pull it up on there?
I see real quick.
Yeah, just to make sure that it's. Oh, I got a notification. That's got to be it. Yeah, okay. All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakak. Of course, giving double honors unto our apostles and elders, a great millstone. And a hearty and sincere shalom to the hopeful elect, man. You know, brothers just came together in the spirit. And as the title says, you know, we just communing in the spirit, whatever the spirit gives us. You know, we'd like to share with the fold, and hopefully you be edified, you be built up in the spirit. I know that brothers, I believe it was Amawang Gabar, the big brother Amawang Gabar, he posted on his community post something about how Biden just recently announced that he wants lawmakers to be more restrictive of what type of content is loaded to their platforms and holding them more liable, which we know is an attack on the Hebrew Israelites and just on information in general. You know, this man don't play fair. You got to consider, you know, this man's characteristics. He's the one writing the language for what would constitute as violence, as hate speech, right? As criminalization, all right, and things of that nature. So he wants to control and regulate the flow of information. And that's just a sad, pathetic, and desperate attempt to try to prevent the word from going out. Yeah. But we got a precept on that, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking about words when I come back to him.
Get that one. What did you describe?
Oh, you can get that one too.
That's third. I'm sorry, which one?
Get Isaiah 55 and 11. We can start there and we'll just build off of that. And whatever brother wants to share, you know, in the spirit. But just kind of what we're starting off with.
Isaiah chapter 55 verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void.
Right, so essentially what the Lord is saying through the prophet Isaiah is the Lord, he's commanded prophecy to take place. And we are living it, and it's manifesting itself every day. There's nothing that the enemy, okay, Sleazy E is the brother refers to Esau as, right? There's nothing that he could do to stop prophecy from ultimately being fulfilled. So as we just read, there ain't nothing that the Lord didn't command, all right, that isn't going to come to pass. No matter what type of bill this man passes or legislation is you know, put on the books, so to speak, the prophecies, okay, shall go out and they shall accomplish, okay, what the Lord ultimately sanctions. Right, as a apostle Elder Gabar would put it, at the behest of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And when you look at that word behest, it means the command or order of. Okay, so at the command of the order of the Heavenly Father, these things are all being orchestrated and fulfilled. So we understand that ultimately Esau, when he does these things, he's fulfilling prophecy, right? Because there's that enmity between us and the serpent. Okay. Esau is coming in the spirit of the serpent, using deceptive practices to try to get rid of the prophets, right? Yep. The perennial prophets of doom, as they say. But go ahead, brothers, whatever. Quick one. Finish that, and then we jump right to the next one.
Okay, Isaiah chapter 55, verse 11. So shall my words that goeth forth out of my mouth, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the things whereto I sent it.
That's right, brothers. So that's self-explanatory, all right? The Lord put forth the word, and everybody is operating under the program of the Heavenly Father, whether it be Esau or whether it be Jake. So these different policies that are being put in play to come against the Israelites and to regulate and restrict the flow of information is all ultimately according to prophecy, because we know that there's going to be a great famine of the word. But we also know that that's a fulfillment of the Lord withdrawing himself from the Israelites, right? The wicked among our people. Because at the end of the day, this thing is all about the elect, the eklektas, okay? The Bachayarim, okay? The elect among the nation. Go ahead, brother.
Precept to back that up.
Go ahead.
Amos 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but the hearing the words of the Lord.
Okay, yeah, break it down.
Yeah, because that's like the Quran was saying, Biden is passing laws to limit, our speech, and it's all through prophecy. It's all a part of the Lord's plan. It's
right.
not him, it's the Lord. Yakalba Page.
Right.
They're just fulfilling prophecy.
Right. Yeah, because it's a targeted. It's really a targeted attack. They have what you will call, as an extension of that policy, individuals of their own that will be affected, right? Whistleblowers,
Yes.
so-called what they refer to as white supremacists, right? That they refer to as racist ideologies, but what's the flip side of that, right? Everybody wants to be the dominant race, but there can only be one. And biblically speaking, that's the Israelites. And we know that Esau's trying to make every effort to take Israel out of remembrance, right? And we see it in his actions, in his ways, in his behavior, all right? His demeanor, he's full of pride,
That's right.
So, he's trying to set himself up as the people of the Most High, all while, not fulfilling the part, because it ain't really for him. That's Psalms 50th chapter. What hast thou to do to declare my statute? Seeing thou hatest instruction, cast my words behind me. All right. So again, Esau is that left hand of the Most High. So he's doing those works on the left hand according to the purpose of the Heavenly Father. So we understand that all has its part to play. All right. But these things got to be talked about. What does that mean for us? What does that mean for you? Right? Because once we're off the street corners, once you can't access the videos no more, what do you have to rely on? The foundation that you should have been building along the way while it was yet available. So there's a sense of urgency to get this truth while it's still available, right? So that's how it affects you. That's how it affects us. Because at the end of the day, what's our knowledge? Salaki. A little excited in the spirit, Brothers had that walk,
Oh man, we like
got that little rejuvenation. So we got a lot of energy in the room too, especially when you got this more than one brother coming together, two or three, how it's shine in the midst, so it got high energy in here. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so ultimately, our foundation is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's going to be our stability. So you got to be cultivating this, through and through, and take advantage of the knowledge while it's still readily available. That's what I was saying in the spirit. Okay, brother.
Like I said, I'm Sirach.
Go ahead. And this ain't going to be a long lesson. It's going to be a little quick.
quick hit.
Yeah.
Sirach 5 verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord,
Right.
and put not off from day to day.
That's right.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
Baba Shah, take it away.
Yeah, because the time is drawing nigh. So like the Saquon was saying, you got to store up that oil, so that way when they shut the switch off and the prophets are no longer in the streets, you can be adequate, and sturdy in your walk.
Right.
When all hell breaks loose.
Right.
We the only ones going to be walking around comfortable because we did what we needed to do, when things was comfortable.
Right.
We did what we needed to do. We stored the oil up, so that way when Jacob's trouble comes, we'll be straight.
Yeah, we didn't put our trust and confidence in the things of the world. We didn't make those provisions for the flesh, right? No, we made provision for things of the spirit. And I would just like to add to your point, brother, that when we see these things happening, yeah, we're going to have a sense of confidence, but we're going to have a new profound fear for the Heavenly Father, because imagine all that we're going to see, things that we haven't witnessed, right? The things that are going to go on in the earth, the spirits that are going to become active, the death that's going to be sent out here for amendment, the different plagues, right, that the scriptures refer to. We're going to see a lot of things, man, that we have not yet been exposed to. There might be some brothers that have gone off to war and experienced, dying men and women to the left and to the right of them, but to the gravity and the extent to which it's going to be, there's going to be multitudes of bodies on the streets. You know, you're going to be exposed to that all the time. So you're going to really need to have a spiritual
Connection.
right with the Heavenly Father to be able to endure just witnessing the things that are going to happen. You know, now, mind you, we're not going to be touched. Lord's will, we the elect, right? But it's going to be a lot of things that are going to act as testing grounds, man. Right? Because the Lord said, those that endure the same shall be saved.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, at the same time, the Lord got tender mercy for his beloved. So it's with great mercies, he going to deliver us too, whether it's out of death, famine, persecution, scourges. You know?
If I may say too,
Yes, Papa
and that
Shah.
will prove that he got tender love for us. He has made us his watchmen.
True.
He put us out there in the forefront for him, and being in this for our period of time, we know that, we can feel that,
Right.
and it's like a mechanism. It just like if you find yourself telling someone that you know, it just comes out, yo, you know what I'm saying, you know, the Lord will come back and destroy this place, right?
Right.
You know, it happens with me tons of times. It's hard. I just come out and say, you know, you better get your shit together.
Right, like
Do
that's
the right thing or else.
well. That's what is that? That's Peter's, man.
Yeah.
Do you have something?
I got something. That's
Okay.
my point.
Okay.
It
Let me
says,
line that up then.
Okay.
Sure.
It says Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. And that goes, and even though the 2/3 is our job is to wash our hands of their blood.
Yes.
So it's a mechanism. It just happens. Yo, do the right thing or else, man. You know, there's angels around, demons around. Watch out. You know, you got the angels watching you. You got the demons that are gonna jump on you to do shit that you're not supposed to be doing. Smoking and trying to have whoring with somebody else's wife. Cause I'm around individuals like that. How they say they want to have sex with somebody else's wife, bro. Get your shit together.
Right,
Don't be don't put that in the air. Every woman you're not supposed to have, bro.
That's right.
So like that just a watchman.
Yeah, no, it's like no, it's real quick. And the reality is, see, that's the war for our minds, brothers.
Yeah.
That's that fight of good and evil.
Yeah.
It's a constant war for your mind, and spirits are constantly playing with it.
What?
Working on that mind. See, a statement like that. See, people in this life, in this world, been taught that words don't have the force that they really do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Words carry vibration. Words carry force. So being around niggas like that, of course, we don't choose that. That just happens to be our environment.
Good job and shit.
Right. That's against our will, really. Nobody want to be around. I don't want to be around nobody but the brothers. You know, that's optimal right there. But we don't necessarily got it that way because, you know, we got to be tried, right? That's the condition of the fight anyway.
Yeah.
But the point that I want to make is you hear that statement can manifest a damn demon. And now wicked thought come in your mind.
Yeah.
Now you got to rebuke that shit because this
time.
damn nigga
Yeah.
promoting that in his own spirit. Right? That's why you got to be unequally yoked with the unbelievers because there's something called influence.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real thing, man. That's
And
not
that's a spirit.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's a spirit.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a spirit. That's a spirit. And the influence, that's a spirit, man.
Right.
That
Bring
oh
change.
man. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it can bring change.
Yeah.
Like, you know, your actions, what you do.
That's why you got to disassociate yourself from unbelievers. That shit, man. Not only is it vexing, but you know, you can think of the way the world works. The way the world works is they conform. What did the Lord tell us not to do? The world has a conforming mentality. How many people in the comment board see everything that's going on, which we know is really the Lord controlling everything, ultimately? But think of the mindset of the world. You see these people on the comment board, right? They see everything that the government's doing to them, and you know what they say? Well, somebody should do something about this. Nigga, why don't you do something about it? Because everybody waiting to see what's going to happen so they can conform to it. They talk a big game too. That's why this temptation that's coming is going to be so heavy. The ultimate temptation, that hour of temptation is coming. That's going to be the main testing grounds, brothers.
Salakia. What's
Go
an
ahead,
example
go
of that? What you just said? What happened with the apostles when Polite came up to them and said, "Oh, you was raping little children, just so he could be doing it." That's the that's a prime example. He wanted to see the law of it.
Right.
But what he was doing wrong, it wasn't lawful how he did it because he was
Exactly.
messing with a mother and a daughter.
Yes, that's true.
He wanted to see if he could do it.
Right.
What he was doing was wrong.
Right.
So that was just an example there. That was really deep.
Yeah, he didn't have discernment. He didn't have discernment
No.
to choose wisely. And that's what we have to adopt. That's again why this truth is so precious and so valuable, because it is available, it's accessible for the moment, but then once it's gone, you're going to have to lean on whatever it is you had or didn't have to make those decisions moving forward. And we got to move precisely. There's no room for error. You said you got to get your shit together. There's no room for error, man. As a matter of fact, link to that article. Or no, I'm slacking. Your brother just sent something related in the group chat that was Biden put out an order of surveilling the American citizens for the sake of transferring all of, which we all notice, but again, this is another reason why they want to control information, because it's there's too much of it out there. Too many people become privy of what's trying to be done, right? Is NWO. And the mindset behind what they want to do is do it as covertly as possible for the least amount of resistance, right? So I digress, because the point I want to make is in that article, they were addressing how they basically, which we already know that they've been surveilling their citizens, but now they're basically telling you that they are, and saying legally we can, and they're coming up with whatever justification that they want. That's the power that the enemy has right now. You know, because we are essentially, in order to function in society, you have to be a part of it to some degree, right? And again, that's where, when this system is fully implemented and made mandatory, the Lord's elect are going to totally withdraw. We're ready to lose. All the losses and all the struggling and all that is building the character that will inevitably be the force that we need, okay, through Yahalba Shem Yahushua, to make the right decisions and not fall into those temptations. You know, when you're accustomed to a particular habit and lifestyle, and right, that's what you're going to lean on. That's what's going to reinforce everything, right? The Lord's will, I put it in a way where that made sense.
Yeah, you mentioned.
You know, it's like training.
Yeah.
You know, you're training. The scripture say, if thou faint in the day of adversity,
That's true.
it's small, because you ain't been really training them spiritual reflexes. How am I gonna move? What am I gonna do? Our default response is, Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah.
You got
That's our
this.
foundation.
Yeah, that's it.
Trust.
And that's what the Lord want anyway. But go ahead, brothers. Slaki. Do a little too much talking
It's
there.
okay, come on.
I do have one though.
Yeah.
If anybody don't got anything.
I can finish the verse if you don't mind.
Okay, Papa Bishop.
It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words at my mouth, and give them warning from me. And that's what we're doing. We're warning you from Yahweh Yahushua.
Right.
And what they're coming to do to you. Not what he's putting in their minds to do what they're gonna do to you. And I had Salakia. This verse just came.
Go ahead.
And that's what we're doing. We're preparing you.
You got a piece over there?
Yeah.
You got a piece
piece
there?
up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I got because we're telling you that the Lord's gonna do something to you.
You got a piece there?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So
Read that. I'm gonna come here and we're gonna go this way. We're
Okay.
pretty much gonna wrap it up.
Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 8. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus say the Lord, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. That's that military, man. We telling you, like the elder brother said, that they setting up their strategy so they can get you,
Yeah.
catch you out.
Right.
So the Lord is telling us to tell you that a sword is being sharpened. They preparing militarily, strategizing on you, and you're not prepared. Like you got, like we was on the beach, learning how to do strategy moves and learn how to position ourselves mentally and physically at the same time, because it is a repetition thing. Repetition is the father of all skill.
That's right.
So that's what we're doing as a people, and we warning you because we've been warned. Now we got to warn you.
Yeah, you gotta test your reflexes.
Yeah.
See, if you don't have your senses exercised, like we were going into earlier, on a physical level, and of course ultimately on a spiritual level, then you're able to be overpowered. See, but if you're able to not only, like we're talking about the transfer of energy.
Yeah.
Once you understand the way that force is coming, you can transfer it. And not only can you transfer it, you can take it as an advantage because you could be steps ahead now.
Yeah.
Spiritually.
Right? Like we playing spiritual chess, essentially.
Mhm.
Because we already know this enemy moves.
Yeah.
So all we got to do is assume the proper position to assume the victory, which already been written in our favor anyway. Lord's will we those men. Okay, and those that are listening and watching, you be of the hopeful elect.
Yep.
You see? Because it's the victory's already been won in the heavens. It's already accounted for. Now it's got to manifest itself in the physical realm. Okay? So we just want to optimize our position, Lord's will, right? I had a precept for you, if I may.
Peter's, right?
I have that one.
Oh, you got something.
I had something else. This is Psalm, because we talk about a sword, right?
Yeah.
This is Psalm on the army.
The army, yeah.
This is Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
And that's Esau.
Okay?
And he is on the earth, he is death.
Wow, that's the spirit. Why is that on Malachi 1 and 4? Ain't that the link?
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
the link to
I was
how the
holding
wicked.
Yeah.
You just had that up there, cute.
I was holding it.
Wow.
Like it.
But that proves, hey man,
Yeah.
you guys might as well just get it real quick.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Just to prove who the wicked is, you know?
Yeah. Because he's
And we know it's basics like it, but we know this elementary, so to speak, as the brother Yakalba like to put it. It's elementary, but this is your building blocks. We were talking about that earlier too, your foundation.
Yeah.
You got to have a good foundation, and that's with anything.
Yeah.
You know, you don't lay the beam without a good solid foundation, making sure the surface is even, right?
Yeah.
First of all, the ground is solid, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, upright.
So, you know, those that are listening are going to possibly hear this for the first time. They're seeing how the pieces are put together through the Spirit. Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. Right? But go ahead, brother.
Yeah, so, no, okay.
Good, whichever we're going to get, and then we'll get
that was a point on that because, like I said, they strategizing on you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's always been about you because all nations want to keep you in subjection, man. It's all about y'all, and especially, you know, in the globally. This thing that they push when they put the floor nightingale. I'm sorry.
No, I have to get this for you then when you're done.
They push in floor night. They want everybody to get it. That was a test run. Now they want to literally put those things in the sea hip, and so what they could do, control you. And majority of people going to take it, and that's why we gotta warn you so we can be protected by Yahweh Shemini. We gotta do the duty. We gotta be watchmen. Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalms 2 and 1. Why did the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together.
Psalms 83. Saki.
That's right.
Go ahead.
We don't got to get. I just wanted to bring context because it's all in the scriptures.
Yeah.
They're acting out their portion,
That's right.
their lot. They took counsel with this Edomite, like the brother said, Psalms 83, and they literally said, okay, in order for us to jointly rule alongside Esau or potentially have our dominion on the earth, our ways permeating throughout the world, our influence on the nations, our economy, right? We gotta keep these people from the knowledge of them being Israelites and destroy them.
And how is that?
And they all consented to that thought.
Wow. Yep.
Keep Israel out of remembrance. Keep Israel from knowing they're Israel.
Wow.
They all consent for the most part.
Yep.
Now you had along the lines, along the way in history, certain rulers speak out against the small hats. But by and large, everyone accepts that narrative that they're the people of the land.
Yeah.
Right? So there you go. That right there is a major offense because they are not them people.
Definitely.
And they don't belong in the damn land.
Wow.
So that's just one offense against you damn heathen and you Edomites. Just one. And there's a laundry list. That's why I'm going to continue Bible Bashar. They take counsel against the Lord and against his anointed, when he be his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder.
Wow.
And cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens, talking about the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, shall laugh.
Yeah.
the Lord shall have them in derision, right? Because you fulfilling, see, the Edomite and the nations got it in their mind, beginning with the Edomite though,
Yeah.
they gonna rule forever. We gonna depopulate, we gonna do this thing, we gonna jab them up, then we gonna charagma you, and then we gonna rule. We gonna live in Elysium. We gonna travel the stars, right? The word astronaut literally means star traveler, right? Astra or astro meaning star, right? That's what they want to do. Search the heavens, be like the Most High. Okay?
Try to find the Most High.
Try to find the Most High, be the Most High,
Yeah.
right?
He ain't gonna get there. He's laughing at you.
Laughing, he laughing all the way. Okay?
And the angels is mocking you. They driving
Right.
around faster than you, and they chariots.
Right. Well, demons and angels.
Yeah.
So the same demons that you're getting your information from and your inspiration from work for the Heavenly Father.
That's fire. And
And they going back reporting, look what we made this devil do.
yeah.
We putting him right in place for his ultimate destruction.
Right.
And the Most High up there pleased.
Yeah.
They set them up for the right
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah. They please the Lord for the they happy to do the will of Yahweh.
Right, right. So it says, then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Because right, the Lord told you not to touch the apple of mine anointed. Whether you're plotting against us or you try to take physical action against us, that pleases the Lord. Yo, imagine if somebody touched your woman. We the Lord's woman.
That's right.
You'll fuck up this man. You fuck somebody up. That's what the Lord's saying.
He's
I'm
angry.
in my
He's
anger,
jealous.
I'ma fuck you up.
He's a jealous power, man.
Right. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, which is ultimate wrath. That thermonuclear fire, that pure fire from the chariots, right?
Oh.
And the missiles,
I had that too.
right? And all the different plagues that's going to be sent.
Yeah.
Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yeah, the Lord's jealous over his people. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. Right, which, we can end it there.
Yeah.
But yeah. Salakia. We back. But that's the point I wanted to make. That's the point I'll stop it right there. We can move on to the next one.
Yeah, do your thing.
That's it.
All right.
Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Now
Right.
who inhabited the earth? You damn devils. Everywhere you go. You the inhabitants. Because we ain't got nothing. We can't go over there inhabiting nothing. And stupid ass apartments and shit. Stupid ass cars. No?
Yeah, we don't really have free course.
No, they do.
Hey, everything's a vexation. Everything's a vexation.
Because I remember.
And our life literally slow. No, the scriptures tell you, Deuteronomy 28 says that our life will hang, in doubt. Because there's no assurance of thy life. Literally, man.
I remember one of the brothers brought out, I think it was the elder Dabaq, I can't remember, because they don't, the elites, they don't land on the ground. They take their helicopter and land on top of buildings.
Yeah.
So they free course. They got free
Yeah.
course to do what they want.
Yeah.
Frequent flying mileage, they call it, right?
Yeah.
You could just go over here and have whatever one, you could call for your dinner in another country and be
Right.
there in 2 hours, whatever, and then your dinner, what it is.
Right. Yeah, I remember Elder Apostle Ariam Lab saying that too.
Yeah.
Maybe be where the brother got it from, because I remember that the Elder Apostle making that statement. Like they, fly, they go here, they do this thing, they
Free
back in
course.
time for
Yeah.
lunch, going to country, and then you know what? They don't gotta worry about death
No.
because they're not played like other men. Then they got reassurance. Well, they got certain measures put into place. Like they got a security detail. They got actual people
Yeah.
that will take a shot for them.
Yeah.
They got a security detail.
Yeah.
Our security detail is the angels.
That's right.
That's what we working
That's
with.
what we're working with.
So,
Yeah, I'm sorry, you have more?
Yeah. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Your time is short. I'm sorry, you can break it down.
John, because he see the chariots out there.
Oh.
He know the prophecy. And so he trying to build holes in the ground.
Okay.
He trying to go to the moon. He trying to escape because he know that he got a short time.
Right.
So he gonna come down with great wrath.
right.
The moment is short, baby. It's over for you.
And
And I wouldn't want to be you. This is the end of your ruha. How you say it?
Hurrah. Last hurrah.
Hurrah. It's over. And we happy, man. We're happy to see. That's why we love the fellowship. That's why we happy that this is the end. Because this is the only thing that makes logical sense, that this is the end. For him, it's the end of your world.
Right.
But a short time,
Right.
the words is in here, man.
Right.
So how can we doubt it? How can we have any because the prince of the air, Satan, he likes to mess with us anyway. What proved that? Job. Satan, Yahweh and Satan made a deal, a bet. Who got? Did Job
Sacrifice integrity?
No, he ain't sacrificed. Did he curse the Lord? No.
Nope.
So our job is not to curse the Lord and stay focused on this, man. And yes, like Yahshua was, he said, it's hard, but it's going to be all worth it.
Yes, sir.
You got something?
Yep.
That was it, bro?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Psalms 18:47, it is the Most High that avenges me and subdueth the people under me. He delivered me from mine enemies.
Read it again. Oh.
It is the Most High that avenges me.
Yahweh Yahushua avenges us. That's why we can't go around bossing nobody upside their head. That's not our job. It's the Lord that avenges. Yahweh Yahushua avenges us. Go ahead.
And subdueth the people under me.
And right there, subdueth the people under. He gonna put them under. He did it all through the book. Every time we needed a savior. Book of Judges.
Right.
He sent our hero before us and took down enemy. But what happened? We kept going off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Elder Yahshua, but he made a statement. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be verbatim, but it's somewhere in the vicinity of. We're not out here to promote our own vengeance.
Yeah.
You know, we're not out here to avenge ourselves. No, that's for Yahweh Shai to do. Okay, the Lord said that vengeance belongeth unto me.
Mm-hmm.
We're not out here promoting, retribution.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, by means of taking it into our own hands, because this is not of us. No, this is all of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Now we are gonna be imparted with, or endowed would be a better word, with spiritual power to do the bidding on behalf of the Lord. That hasn't changed.
That makes sense.
But we're not taking anything into our own hands. The scriptures tell you not to haste above thy maker. How you going to fight against the power the Lord set up anyway? What sense does that make? It makes zero sense. You know? So nobody can say that we're promoting anything but the prophecies.
Right.
You can't say, oh, you extreme for saying things like that. Well, you don't understand the spirit of the Lord. You don't understand the Heavenly Father. You're not really a Christian nation. There's a lot of things that you're not. We can tell you what you are. You're the biggest hypocrite on the planet, man.
Okay.
Yeah, you Edomites are the biggest hypocrites. Well, he's one of the ones that come to mind because he's the one advocating that these wicked philosophies of that plantation Christianity and whatever other, things he attaches to it. And
if I may say, the
course,
scriptures, when you read, which is thy sword,
right?
that you said he set up the power. He set up this power.
Well, promotion cometh from neither the north, the south, or the east, but it's the Lord, right? That setteth up one king and another. Put it down another. Loosely paraphrased, right? Yeah. But we got to say these things because at the end of the day, look, they're going to lay their charges down, but the Lord's elect, the Lord said, who shall lay anything to their charge? Lord, find us innocent, there ain't nothing you can do to us. And even if you do anything to us, the Lord going to deal with you, and we're going to be risen up anyways. The brothers that pass on, their works follow them. If you were really about this thing, your works not only follow you, you're going to be the first ones risen up anyway. When at the sound of the last trump, you're going to be a part of them first spirits raised.
The first fruits, baby.
Yes, Lord's will. So either way, man, there's a reward. There's a reward. There's a great reward. Okay? And eternal blessings is about to come on to the nation of Israel, beginning with the 144,000, the elect men. Okay? And then for the rest of the elect, of course, your salvation is near in sight, man. Yeah. We're nearing the end. Salvation is nearer than we believe, so we just got to hold fast our profession and the doctrine, man. And Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and the Lord's will, He'll have mercy on us. So we can wrap up with whatever you got. Because we can literally be here all day in the spirit, man. Because there's so many things to talk about. There's so many things to talk about. For real. You was talking about how happy it is to see all these things happening, to see your enemies fall and all that. And that reminded me of the scripture in the box. That's one of the greatest things to witness or behold. Is to see the fall of your enemy. But anyway, go ahead, brother.
It says, Psalms 18:48. He delivered me from mine enemies.
Right.
Yeah, thou liftest me up above those that rise up against me.
Oh, Salakia, I'm hyped. That made me hyped, man.
God.
How did he do it? Salakia.
No, bro, it's okay. It's overwhelming.
I am the mark.
This truth can be very overwhelming because it's so powerful, man. It holds a lot of weight, you know. It's like a release. It's a comforter. You get that release, you get that burst of excitement because we're waiting, man. The Lord said that, hold on, here is the patience and the faith of the saints. We patiently awaiting. The word patience means to suffer, right?
Yeah.
So we suffer, wait. So when you hear that, it's like, yes, exactly. That's what we're waiting for. Wait a minute. The earnest expectation of the creature. We have an expectation, and the Lord is fulfilling it. So, hey, man, we resonate. Everybody resonate with that. Ain't nothing to be sorry about, bro. We're very expressive, okay? And we're very passionate about this truth. You know, that's
Who would have knew that, all the for all the time we've been on earth and all the things, it's been a distraction. This is a fucking society is a distraction, man.
Well, that's what the word entertainment means, right?
Yeah. Okay, everything to make sure you, what is it called, circus and bread or something?
Yes, sir. Bread and circus.
Bread and, yeah. They want to distract you so they can keep doing their fucking pagan wickedness.
Well, you said Satan is the prince of the power of the air. Who controls the radio waves?
Esau.
Esau.
Yeah.
His power comes after the working of who? The spiritual demon Satan.
Energy, yeah.
His distractions come through the media. The media means what? Medium,
Yeah.
or the conveying of spiritual messages. On the left hand, ultimately, but conveying spiritual messages. That's your bread and circuses. Entertainment. This show, that show, this drama, this so-called scandal. Who the hell cares if this man had sex with that woman and paid her?
Years ago.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell that got to do with anything? You know what I mean?
Place is evil.
Yeah. And then biblically, they ain't do nothing wrong. Right?
Yeah.
What he does in his own personal, private life is his personal business. You know? But again, they feed him with distraction and controversy and drama. Right? Go ahead. But anyway.
Yeah.
On snares.
All that's coming to an end, brothers. So we just gotta, again, reiterating the point, right? The time is short. So, we want to gravitate to this word and the brotherhood as much as possible. Retain it, hold fast. The word hold fast means to retain. So you want to hold in and not let go what you got, man. And it may just be enough to save your life, right? Just hearing, being able to call on the names of our power.
That foundation.
The Lord said it. There's only one name given under heaven among men by where we must be saved. So, Yakalba Page, those precious holy names to call upon in time of trouble and distress. It's a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and are safe. So we got to continue to remain in that safe haven of the Lord, and the Lord gonna take care of the rest. So, Lord's will. This little short lesson was edifying, and it served you, and it was inspirational and motivational to move your spirit to continue in the path, in the ways of the Heavenly Father, okay, in righteousness and the truth. With that, we want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors unto our apostles, elders, great millstone. Salawam to the hopeful elect. Salawam.